What's up? Today I am going to show you a couple of ways to make your rental home a little bit homier. This is because we have lived in rental homes. I have lived in rental homes since I was like 19, so like 4 years now I have personally lived in rental homes. I know that my husband has lived in rental homes long before that, and something that I just can't get the hang of is renting. I hate it. Everything about it is so stressful. The constant moving, the amount of money that you have to dump into a place, and at the end of the year it's still not yours. It's just all really frustrating. So I wanted to try and show you a couple ways to make your rental home a little bit more bearable for the year or however long that you're there, just so that it's not as miserable of an experience for you. Because I know how much you move in and you're like, look, I don't feel like decorating, I'm not gonna be here for that long, or if you do decorate, you kind of half-ass it to try and get by, make it look nice. So I'm going to show you a couple of DIYs that I did, and I'm also going to show you a couple of rental home hacks, which are things that maybe can make your home look a little bit nicer without bending the rules of your lease and actually redoing anything. So without further ado, let's get started. You guys are gonna come with me. Let's go. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is in my kitchen, and it's right up here. This was actually had two cupboards on it, and what I did was I took both of them off and had this open space. And this is really good to kind of help your kitchen have a slightly more open space feel to it. Like if that had been on there, you can see that it just would have looked a little more closed off. So this is just a really good way to kind of open up your kitchen space and decorate without bending the rules, because you're not actually making any changes to the kitchen and you can just put them on right before you leave. And what I actually did was I took them and put them on top of my cabinets here so that they didn't undergo any different changes from what they would if they were still here in the kitchen on the actual cupboard space. So this is one hack that you can do to kind of open up your kitchen space, or you could even take off one of these big doors and put contact paper behind it like I have, and it just makes everything look a little bit nicer. So the next thing I'm going to show you are my kitchen chairs, because this was something, a DIY that I did that helped spruce up my kitchen so much, and that was I took my old chairs. My old kitchen chairs looked like this. They were this old tired stained wood, and we'd had them forever, and they were hand-me-downs, and they're really nice chairs. They're still very usable, but this time I was like, you know what, I need something different if we're gonna keep these chairs. So I took these outside and I spray painted the bottom of them gold, and the top of them, two of them are this kind of nice teal blue and the other one is coral. And it just kind of helps spruce up my old stuff to make it kind of new again and kind of bearable to have in our house for the third or fourth time. So that's something you can do, is spray paint. Spray paint everything that you own if you have to, because it helps make everything feel so new and nice and just beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the back porch, and not everyone gets a back porch, so we got really lucky. But as you can see, I'm going to cover you up so we can do a reveal. This is kind of what my porch looked like before. It was kind of blah, there wasn't really any color. The floor is this green carpet, there was stuff sitting around everywhere. And so I used what I had, and I turned this area into a little sitting room. And as you can see, there's like a picture and chairs, and I hung up tapestries. And tapestries in your house, in your rental home, are so important when it comes to trying to make it look nicer than it really is. Tapestries and carpets. Carpets, I got this carpet from Aldi for $19. That, if you can find a carpet for that inexpensive, get one, because it just, this whole room completely changes when you add those tapestries and that carpet. So this is another one I wanted to show you. So moving into the bathroom is so important because it's where you come to kind of unwind at the end of the day. Like if you take a shower, or you know, you take your afternoon poop, you take a bath, whatever you do, it's just really important to have your space so that you can do it. So what I've done in the bathroom is I have taken 2 shower curtains and I hung them up on the first shower curtain rod, and then I went out and bought a second one, and I've hung this part here which goes inside the tub. So these 2 are on the outside and that one is on the inside. So what you can do is kind of pull these out a little bit. There's this one back. And now you have this like nice luxurious bath area to sit in, and you can feel cool, and just, it's a nice way to relax in an area that you wouldn't normally feel that relaxed. So this is just a nice little thing you can do to kind of make your bathroom look a little bit nicer. So also staying in the bathroom, but I did this on all of my windows. Instead of hanging up curtains, I went out and I got fabric that I liked a lot, and I bought a bunch of these little diner clips and these skinny curtain rods. And then I went out and I bought these adhesive hooks from Walmart, and they come in a pack of 4 for, I think it was like $1.96 a piece. So I can do 2 windows with each of those. So what I did was I just put up these little adhesive things, hung this up, clipped this to my piece of fabric, and voila, now you have a curtain. And curtains, you know, are like $20 for one panel. It is disgusting. And this fabric I got for free, but all of my other fabric, which I'll go show you now. So all of my other fabric I probably got for maybe $2 a yard. And you can see I've done this everywhere. I've done it everywhere, and it works so well. And I just think that it looks, maybe not, we wouldn't do this in a house that we buy, but for a rental home, this is a really, really good idea, because also you don't have to do all the drilling, and you can just pull these off when you're done and move out, and there's no damage to the walls, no nothing. So those were just a couple of things that you can do to your rental home to make it feel a little bit nicer than it actually is. A lot of this stuff was really inexpensive, and for the tapestries, I know that tapestries can run kind of expensive, so actually one of my tapestries outside was actually a shower curtain, which works really well because they already have the holes in the top, and if you can get them on sale, I think I got this one outside and the one that I have hung up out here, I think I got them for maybe $8 a piece at Walmart or Target. I'm not really sure, but if you don't feel like you have the money to buy tapestries, you can find really cute shower curtains that are the exact same size as a tapestry, and that will go up the exact same way. As for the curtains, like I said, I just use regular fabric and some diner clips and the cheap little skinny hanging rods for them, because the fabric isn't that heavy, not like a regular curtain, so it won't pull the rod down. And hopefully these things will help your rental home feel just a little bit more like an actual home and not like somebody else's home that you're invading. I remember in the first place that we lived, we didn't even have furniture. We just had like a bed and a TV, and it never really felt like home. And then the second place we moved to, I didn't decorate at all, and it never really felt like a house. And then the last house that we were in, I started hanging stuff on the walls. And once we moved in here, I was like, you know what? This place isn't as nice as our last one. So what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna try and do what I can to make it feel as homey as possible without stepping out of the boundaries of our lease. And all of these things today you can do with a lease. I really am all about trying to find cheaper ways to do things. So like the spray paint chairs, if you want something new in your home, or even if you have stuff like, I don't know, like little knickknacks that you have, you can spray paint them gold or white or black or whatever you want. and it gives them a completely new feel and look to the whole item and your whole room, depending on what it is. So yeah, those are just a couple tips for what to do to make your rental home feel just a little bit homier. Hopefully a couple of you found this useful. I know that a lot of people that I know right now are trying to buy houses, but even some of these things you can do in the houses that you buy. So yeah, I just hope that someone enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing it, honestly. I love doing DIY, obviously, drunk or sober. And I just really like being able to make things look better than they were before. So yeah, I guess that I will see you guys next week, probably for another Drunk It Yourself, which will be a lot of fun, just really great. I try not to do too many of those at one time because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm bombarding you with crafts, even though I'm literally doing like a crafty thing right now. Anyway, yeah, I will see you guys next week, and I hope that you have a good day.